Hello, everybody. Thank y'all so much again for coming in and spending a little time with us. This is the Realdealfam Network. Again, I'm Andre, and this is my beautiful wife, known as Essie.
Hello, and I'm the boss.
Yes, ma'am. Everybody knows that. And tonight, we would like to introduce a very special guest of ours. It's actually our producer of the show, who has been doing a very spectacular job. His name is Captain A.
Captain?
Thank y'all so much for being so kind. He's been doing a great job. He's helped us out a lot. Mm-hmm. And you guys have too. And we would really like if y'all go ahead and hit that subscription button.
They need time to hit the subscription button. Give them like 1 second.
Okay.
Reach down there and hit that subscribe button so we can keep giving you content.
All right. We're going to give you 2 seconds. All right, now it's time to hit that notification bell, as well as please leave comments below when the video is done, and if you have any comments about the video in general. Tonight, we're going to talk about a topic that's very near and dear and close to my heart, which is a topic called a beautiful black woman.
Beautiful.
You know at the side we say that, so I'm sorry. Work with me. Yes. So, like we say, this is a topic that's very dear to us. We decided to do this because I think the sisters offer a whole lot, and they feel like, I guess they feel like sometimes they're a little bit unappreciated. They don't really know how blessed they are sometimes, but the fellas we showed constantly remind them. And tonight, the first thing we want to do is start with is how does society actually see black women? What do you think, honey?
I think they think we are, strong all the time. Most of the time oversexualized.
Sorry about that.
and just unappreciated by the fellas.
I can understand how they could feel like that sometimes. But speaking for myself personally, I don't think that's the case. I think a lot of brothers respect and love the sisters and highly appreciate them. But sometimes some individuals, some young ladies probably don't carry themselves in the best light. And so some guys kind of feel a certain way like, that we really don't want to deal with her in that aspect. We don't think she deserves the kind of respect she does. And then you overgeneralize that. And that same thing could be applied to the fellas as well. We don't do everything right. So you can't hold people to standards you don't hold yourself. I think we all get guilty of that sometime from time to time. But the sisters are beautiful, and I know for a fact myself, we highly appreciate y'all. Whether the different parts of the society don't appreciate you or consider you beautiful, we always do. How you feel about that, honey?
In this household, I know you do, but I'm saying this as far as society, that's but
right.
Black women are underappreciated.
We're
hardest job in America.
We're resilient folks, so even though some people might not consider you beautiful or treat you with the same way you would hope to be treated, we don't tend to worry about that. We continue to move on, continue to do us, and do the things that we need to do in life. And I think the most important question is, how do the black women view themselves? That's a question I would like to pose to you.
Black women always view themselves as beautiful. Generally, we have to have high self-confidence because then, we are the mother of the earth.
This is true. I think you guys tend to set a lot of trends in society. A lot of the other ladies, whether they want to acknowledge it or not, tend to copy you guys a lot. They tend to like you guys' hairstyle. They like your fashion. Even though they put in the magazine women that tend to be extremely light in frame, but they always want the curves the sisters have. Black women are just beautiful all the way around and to be desired. As long as they keep that in the forefront, they'll be all right. Don't worry about it. And
keep it in the forefront? What are they going to keep in the forefront?
Just keep that in their mind. Just like the question was basically, how do y'all view yourselves? If you always view yourself as basically the trendsetters. The people always copying
The
your
problem
style.
that most black women have is not that we don't view ourselves as beautiful. Most black women view themselves as beautiful. It's just constantly having to face the barrage of society telling you you're not beautiful, or just not appreciating you. So you constantly have to be strong, constantly. And so that's a burden.
It is. I can understand that, and I think some of the young ladies probably do become a little bit self-conscious. That's why you see in the media recently, you see women bleaching their skins, getting all these different types of injections and different things like that. You was born beautiful. You don't need all that stuff. What you work with, what you got. Whatever the good Lord gave you, that's what you're rolling with. So I think the sisters been blessed all the way around. They don't need all that extra cosmetics.
I think the biggest problem is not necessarily when the black man doesn't support you, especially in public. The black woman always has to, in public, support the black man, and in public, it's not the same respect given. So that's a serious issue.
I think so as well. I think that kind of goes into our fourth topic, which is the black woman is desired, but I believe sometimes feel unappreciated, which is what we basically been saying. And the reason why I say they're desired, why sometimes feel unappreciated, is that when the sisters go different places, whether they're on their job, whether they're at home, no matter where they are, the brothers always acknowledge them and like, oh man, she looks really nice. She's smart, she's this and that. But sometimes, fellas, when we get to know the woman, or she likes us, and things are kind of taking off and you developing a relationship, sometimes they feel neglected because the fellas might have a wandering eye or something like that, and or have multiple families and things like that. So that's why they feel like that. They have to put in so much work. So they just want a little bit of support, a little bit of
a little bit. We want a whole lot of.
Yes, a lot of loyalty, a lot of trust. They demand that, and they deserve it. They've carried us so far. We all have mothers. We've all been blessed with great grandmothers and stuff like that. So it's no different than having a wife or a girlfriend and treating them with the same respect and love. How do you feel about that?
I think that's true. Have respect for your black women and treat them well. I mean, there's a lot of celebrities out there now in the the news that say they only like a certain type, or they don't like this kind, but no other race does that or says that about their women. Only black people. So you gotta get together.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think some people have issues. Everybody have their own personal preferences, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you can voice that at any time you like. But I think it's a respectful way of going about doing it. You don't have to say, "Well, I prefer this type of young lady that look this way," while at the same time denigrating another young lady. She might not be for you; she for someone else. So that's all.
You ain't for her, might be.
I'm sure that's the case. So, I think the fellas sometimes forget things roll both ways.
Exactly.
So
plenty of sisters don't want you.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I hear women all the time say, when we go different places, we have to be careful, because if a guy come up to us and try to talk to us and get our phone number, or want to know our name or something, we have to kind of let them down softly, because guys typically don't do very well with rejection.
Brother's ego is sensitive. In college, my name was Lisa.
Oh, okay.
My phone number with a bunch of fives in it.
I didn't get that. I got a real name, so I don't know. But
yeah, sure. Call me.
But anyway, fellas, if you take that mindset, every woman ain't for you, and it's the same for women. Every man ain't for you. But there's no reason for nobody to just go ahead and denigrate somebody else. You got your own personal preference, and we're going to roll with that, and everybody's going to be happy. And she's going to find a man for her, and you're going to find a woman for you. And that's how we're going to do it. Now, there is one question. We were just talking about the women when they get approached by men. Sometimes a lot of brothers have a particular sense that sisters tend to have a bad attitude. That I think that goes around a lot in our
You
community.
think I got a bad attitude?
No, you don't. But what
Why do you think sisters got a bad attitude?
my personal experience, sometimes I do go and I patronize certain businesses, and if there's a sister in there working, sometimes I'm not greeted with the same hospitality that other people might be. And I don't know if the sister having a bad day or something of that sort. But if you're in a professional environment, you chose to come to work for those folk or your own particular business, and that's your customer. You have to chop it up and be even keel all the time. You have to save that for the house.
Well, there's a longer issue when it comes to black women and the attitude. I think just the societal factors that are on them constantly. It's hard to have a good attitude when you are, you know, you got a lot of kids, things ain't going right, you're tired, you got to show up to 2 to 3 jobs. You know what I mean? You have a bad attitude too.
I do sympathize
Your man
with that.
got somebody else on the side.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Disrespected at home. Not that that's in every household, but you can see why the sister girl might have a bit of a tune.
And I do sympathize with that, and I can relate to that. And I'm sure most brothers can say the same. They're under a lot of pressures and have a lot of adverse things working against them.
I know. So the reaction that black women have to the responsibility of all that pressure is I guess to have a attitude, but the response that brothers have is to run off and be irresponsible. Which would you rather have?
That happens. I think we both have to work through our issues and do a better job. There's going to always be pressures in life. There's always going to be responsibilities and so forth pushing you in different ways. But we all have to be better people anytime we have an opportunity to do so. So the sisters, we know you under a lot of pressure. We know men, you have kids with different fellas and they tend to run off and things like that. But you always have
not always.
Not always, but
speaking in general.
Right. I'm talking about sisters who typically have reasons to be angry.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to some kind of way channel that in a better way when you're out and about and around your children. Try not to let them see all the negativity. It's very difficult. It's easy to say, especially coming from myself, but it's just something that we all have to work on and try to do better with. How do you feel about that?
Do I got an attitude?
No, you don't. I gotta be careful.
You gotta go to sleep tonight.
but truth be told, all in all, we love the sisters. We pray for them. We just want the best for them. And hopefully us as men will learn and to appreciate the sisters like they deserve to be and just work with them, support them.
Appreciate them. Somebody else gonna appreciate them.
This is true. But they was made for us, so we we don't want nobody else in the picture. But again, thank y'all so much. The conversation has been wonderful. If y'all have anything to add or any critiques, please leave them down below in the comment section. And if you would, please hit that subscribe button as well as notification for further videos to be released. Sorry. Thank you so much, guys. I'm in trouble. But thank y'all so much again for sharing with us. And Black Love will continue as always.
Give me a kiss.